Hey Gemini, welcome to September. It's really an honor to be trusted as a part of your spiritual journey. I really do mean that. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for not only investing in yourself, but also investing in this service. As we continue together to do the work of creating a place where we can connect more deeply to our spirituality, to our connection to the divine, and learn how to be better so that we can do life together. We're fresh off of the news that we lost Chadwick Boseman, our real life superhero. And so I did a collective reading that you can watch on IGTV or right on the on-demand page around comrades, devotion, love and loss, and just really giving us some guidance on what we do what we have to do to make it. And there's also a resource there for a grief meditation for Inner Sun Alchemy. So you just go to her page to check that out, Gemini. And so let's get into your reading. Oh, something about this made me think of being in Phoenix or at a desert ranch at retreat. And so also I invite you to come to the Back into the Body retreat. This is a powerful card. And Cancer got it last month, so I love that it's showing up for you, Gemini. Especially if you have significant Cancer placements and also Gemini placements, as I do. This means that this is coming for you as the North Node moves through Cancer and we have to process so much. The North Node is now in Gemini, and there is some divine restoration and alignment and resurrection of certain parts of your life. And your strength this month is to lean into the wisdom of some ancient practices of spirit guides, of ancestors, and to the earth wisdom to support you, to support your physical body, to support you and the ability to dream. Because everything, there's a season and a cycle, and your season, not necessarily where the sun is, but in your life, is approaching a harvest season. The harvest season is here for you, Gemini. Your challenge is the Wizard of Awareness. And this is you really having to be observant, to be discerning, to be aware, to use your power. This really is magician energy, which is how you're represented in the tarot. Your challenge is using what you have, right? Thinking that you may need something else when the guidance is you have everything that you need. To not look to other people as an example. To not be deceived by exterior. And I always say this, just because somebody looks like something, I don't like when people are like, oh, you never know what you're seeing, or you never know what people are putting on a front. Their joy may be genuine, their success may be genuine, and everything about their life may be fine, but they are still human. And so the awareness that you need to have is that whatever path or whatever cycle you are in right now, that's where your focus should be. You can learn from other people. You can learn from other people's mistakes, but you don't need to envy or jealous somebody or have any type of Lord, why is this coming up for you, Gemini? Okay. This is coming up because you're going to miss your blessing thinking that you're supposed to be like somebody else. Or now trying to model, now that you're receiving these blessings, now that you're harvesting, there is a caution for you to not make investments or make decisions or make choices that are based on vainglory or a false image. And I'm going back to what I said when I corrected myself, because you never know what people are really going through. You never know what people have done, the work that they've put in, the sacrifices that they've made, the dedication and the devotion. And so what we see, we need to have more reverence and honor for what inspires us, but not to have any type of envy or any type of it's comparison, and it's not necessarily jealousy, it's competition in our spirit, to like that it provokes this desire in us to like, now we have to move. It's ego, that we have to be reactionary to what other people are doing instead of just listening to what our higher wisdom tells us to do, because that will get you played, because this is the cycle that you're supposed to be on. So you can watch, you can appreciate, but you don't need to be driven or moved by anything that you're seeing. You can even be inspired, but know that like that's that person's purpose, that's that person's life, that's that person's legacy. And if you are in close enough relationship to them, they will be open with you about the workings and the windings and the inner literally the systems and the machinery and what makes it work, what they have behind them, what they put within them, what they put out to make this magic, to make this magician energy, what they've used, how they've been resourced. And so let's read from the book. Your strength this month is Bone Collector, and I never tire of this card. This is a call to mastery for you. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way. These are unlearning these patterns and behaviors, reprogramming ourselves. In the future, when faced with a situation that reminds us of an original event. So to be clear, we adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that sets us up to behave a certain way in the future. So we are creating our destiny, creating our future based on old programming, and that's what needs to shift this month. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception or a limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticized. No matter what your question, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding, and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Can these dry bones live? That's the scripture that I gave Cancer. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. With awareness. But for whatever reason, you're struggling to see the bigger picture. The Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back, take your energy away from the situation, and focus on gratitude for the ever-changing conditions of life. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust in your highest good? Meditate, be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer, and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. It's about, Gemini, finding your own flow, not replicating anybody else's or attempting to. It's like you're trying to find a cheat code. You're trying to crack the code. You're trying to break through the matrix. You're trying to figure something out. But the way to do that is through the divine downloads. Okay, let's get into career and finances. Yeah, I'll take it. Relationships.